Hello fellow creatives and crafters, I'm Miriam from Hello Darling Co. And I'm so excited to be partnering with Spoonflower for this tutorial that we're doing today. And we are going to be making a pom-pom party scrunchy headband. We have some beautiful fabrics today that are given to us from Spoonflower by amazing artists, which we will link in the links below the tutorial. And I'm so excited to do this. Let's get ready. Let's get started with the things that you can use for this project. We have some rhinestones and also different sizes of pom-poms. And also you'll need some fabric scissors or a really sharp pair that you can use to cut the fabric, and a glue gun and glue sticks. What we need for the base of the headband you can get at your local dollar store, or maybe you have something like this already hanging around at home. You will also be needing a sewing machine to put the fabrics together. I have a domestic sewing machine here, which is like a single stitch, or you can use a serger, whatever you have on hand. And if you do not have a sewing machine, that's totally okay, because we can use the glue gun and just glue along the edges. We will make it work. But let's start cutting. We are going to take our beautiful chiffon here, and if you have any measuring tape, or maybe you have a measuring mat, we are going to cut and get ready for our headband. So what we're going to do is just line it up on the mat and make sure that everything is all straight. So what I like to do is fold the material in half, around 3 inches, but I'm going to give myself another inch for seam allowance, just for any kind of minor mistake I might make. And then I'm going to cut up to around 28 inches. So we're going to take our sharp fabric scissors, and I'm going to be cutting on the fold. So we're just going to cut right across, and I'm just going to cut that edge off here. So we're going to end up with something like this. And what I've done is I've put the right sides together, and this is where we're going to be sewing along this line. Or if you don't have a sewing machine, you can also kind of put dots of hot glue just to press them together. But let's get to sewing the pieces together. So I'm going to use my serger, but like I said before, you can use any kind of domestic machine you want. And I'm going to keep it around 1.5 inches. So what you'll end up with is a tube just like this. So now we have our sewn pieces. We are going to have to turn these tubes inside out because they were right side facing. So what we're gonna do is just take your chiffon pieces that you've just sewn, and we're going to pull them inside out like this. Let's take our base headbands then, and we're going to take the tubes and feed them through the headband like so. So they'll be a little loose because we haven't put any fun things inside them yet. But we're going to feed them as such inside. And then this is where our hot glue comes in. We're going to take the hot glue, and because the material is so thin, we're going to take the base here and just put a dab of hot glue just at the very end of the headband. And then we'll fold it over, and just be very careful. So you might need an adult with you if you're using really hot glue. And what I like to do is a fold over at the very end. So we're gonna fold both sides over, and so it looks like this, and we'll just put a dab of glue in the middle, in between the two folds, and we're gonna press that down. Just be very careful if your glue is hot. And so that way we have a closed end for the headband. And we're gonna do that on the other side, but after we put all the fun stuff inside. So this is where all of our kind of fun pom-poms come in. And you can use really bright colored ones. I love the fluorescent and neon ones. And so what we're gonna do is stuff the chiffon with the fun pom-poms inside, and we'll just feed it down the tube so that it goes all the way to the end of the other side of the headband. And as such. So it kind of gives a little bit more movement to the headband, and it gives a base as well. So I use pom-poms that are around an inch or 2 inches bigger or in diameter, so that it can really fill in the tube here. So we'll push that down and then feed it along the headband. So you get something like this. And for headbands and scrunchies and pom-poms, sometimes I like to add fun jewels and little shaky things to it. You don't have to do this, but it's kind of like something that I like to do. So I'll just take some little jewels and I'll sprinkle them inside, so the headband has this really nice ASMR component to it. So I'll close when you're all done the headband just like we did the other side. So we'll put a dab of glue. We're gonna fold it over and press down lightly, and then we'll do the fold like this. And once you're done, you're gonna put some hot glue again and make sure that it's secured and pressed down. Now, if you want to go all out, we can do some fun, and you might need an adult to help you with this. Take little pieces of glue and just add some extra details to your headband, which I think are kind of fun. So you can literally hot glue some fun pieces to your headband, and they could be any kind of fun pieces that you like. And this way you have a customized headband that is unique to you and something that you like, just using things that you find from the craft store or things that you have already lying around your house. And now we have our finished little pom-pom piece, which we have made together. And it is so cute and so light, and I love it, and it's fun, and I think that you will love it and have fun, and it's easy to make at home and make with your family and friends. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial with Spoonflower today, and I hope you have an awesome Craft Friday.